Hello all, this is Rebels Recap, a recap show for the first season of Star Wars Rebels. I'm your host, Eric Wall, and for the first episode of the show, I want to recap the Prelude episodes that took place before the events of the show, and tell you what I thought of them. The first part of these Prelude shorts is The Machine and the Ghost. This episode gives us Kanan, Hera, and Chopper for the first time. And I like this episode. It's very reminiscent of how the Millennium Falcon escaped from the Death Star in A New Hope. The second episode on this list is Art Attack. With this episode, we get to see Sabine and her artistic and explosive skills against stormtroopers in battle. I don't like this episode because it portrays stormtroopers as idiots, and I didn't like that in Star Wars The Clone Wars. I don't like it now. The third episode on this list is Entanglement. With this episode, we get to see Zeb standing up for a small merchant. I like this episode. It reminds me of how someone would stand up for the little guy, and which is what the Rebels stand for throughout the series. Our fourth and final Prelude episode is Property of Ezra Bridger. And with this, we get to meet our young hero, Ezra Bridger, for the first time. I believe that this episode probably had the least amount of action compared to the rest of the Prelude episodes, so I figure that this one is probably my least favorite because of that. And with that, I want to say thank you all for listening, and make sure that you tune in next Tuesday for more Rebels Recap. And I want to say, make sure that you check out our Patreon and the actual Mixler channel, channel 1138.